Good morning and welcome to my channel. Well, with the holidays approaching, we need ideas what to make for the people who are going to come and visit with us, family members, friends, whoever we're going to visit. And today I would like to bake with you blueberry and white chocolate cookies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. Blueberry and white chocolate cookies. I will need about a cup and 1/3 of flour, which is about 150 grams. Have a teaspoon of baking powder, pinch of salt, 4.5 tablespoons of butter, about 1/2 of a cup of sugar, just a tiny bit more than half of cream cheese, 1 egg, package of blueberries, vanilla extract, and you can use either chocolate chips, or if you have white chocolate like I do here, I will shred some of it into my dough. And that's all I need for my cookies. And for those cookies you will need a mixer, of course, and you can use the nice one, KitchenAid, or just a regular standard mixer. Both will work. When I have bigger projects, I use the big one, and if I have just simple things, small things, then I use the regular one. And yes, you can laugh at me because I have this thing, but at least my hands are free. So if I need to reach for anything, I don't have to worry about holding the mixer. We start with butter and sugar. So mixer will be on and sugar, butter go in. I will beat it for about 4 minutes or so. Here is my flour with half a spoon of baking powder and pinch of salt. After 4 or 5 minutes, I will put my cream cheese in, and once everything is incorporated, I will put my egg in and just keep mixing it until I have very smooth butter. And I have mixed it for about an additional 3 minutes. Now it's really creamy. And it's time to put my egg in. And when I put my egg in, I lower the speed because I don't want to have scrambled eggs. I just want it all incorporated. So lower, and the egg goes in. And this is it for the mixer. The mixer's job is done. So as you can see, it is really creamy and really smooth, nice texture. So it's time for the flour, and I do not use the mixer. I just put it gently and mix it with a spoon. If you over mix, those cookies are not going to be as smooth and delicate. When I learned my baking, I have mixed everything because I thought, well, it's gotta be mixed anyhow. It doesn't matter how you mix it, but it does matter. Small details count here. When you mix it slow, the cookie's texture on the end, once baked, are very different than when you over mix the dough. If you over mix, those cookies will be much harder, tougher to eat. And once I mix it, I will put my blueberries in and that white chocolate. Shape my cookies and bake them. If you have your chocolate chip, you just put your chocolate chips in. I've got my white chocolate shredded here today. And I only use half of it. I don't need more. This one is about 40 grams, so 1.4 ounces. Okay, and blueberries. You gotta wash your blueberries, of course, and then pat them dry. You don't want wet blueberries in your dough. The small blueberries work better here, but I couldn't find the small ones in the store, so I'm using the big ones. So your dough will be wet and gooey. When you shape your cookies, you cannot really shape them round and nice. And you will need to use a small dish, fill it with water, dip your fingers, and then you will shape your, I'll show you. It's all done. And I use a big spoon to divide the dough and get my cookies on a cookie sheet, and you know, about this much. And of course I will show you how it looks like. So your fingers will be sticky a bit, but it's all worth it. Those are really, really tasty. So that cup with water. So once you have your cookies on a cookie sheet, you will dip your fingers and you will flatten it a little bit to kind of see if they are about the same size. And that's all you do. Once they baked, little powdered sugar on top, and that's all. Delicious. So far, there was no one person who said those cookies are not good. And blueberries are so good for you. Okay, I guess I need another baking sheet. I have one cookie sheet ready, and now another one. Those cookies are almost the same size. It helps with baking, so it bakes evenly. Same amount of time for all those cookies. If some of them are bigger and some of them are smaller, just a tiny bit, it won't matter. But if you know the difference is bigger, some of them might not be cooked through. So that's why trying to stay consistent with size is a bit important. My dipping water, and just flatten them down, and I will show you how they look like in a moment. It's Christmas week, lots of things going on at school right now, so I'm planning on taking those cookies to the teachers as a gift. So now my cookies will go into the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes, and I have about 22 cookies out of that recipe. Okay, 350, 15 minutes. And it's been 15 minutes. You know, it might be a minute longer or a minute shorter depending on your oven, but what you look for is that brownish color on the bottom. And this is the indication those cookies are ready to be taken out. The smell of blueberries. So this is the second year I'm bringing those cookies to school as a gift before Christmas, and I've got lots of compliments. Those cookies and kołaczkis, the Polish tiny little piggies in blankets, some call them. And I have the recipe on my YouTube channel also, but those are ready. I'm gonna put it on a cookie sheet rack. Now I will put them on a cookie sheet rack and let them cool for a few minutes. And then it will be time for my powdered sugar on top. So here are my cookies, and I want them to cool off faster. So I will put them on a baking rack. And I have baked sourdough breads, and cinnamon rolls are coming. It's almost time for holidays, so there's lots of baking to do. So I guess 15 minutes, and then I will spread some powdered sugar on them. And here is a plate of goodness, yummy, yummy goodness. Blueberry and white chocolate cookies. I'm gonna put it on a cookie sheet rack. I will put them on a cookie sheet rack. Oh my goodness. So now I will put them on a cookie sheet rack and let them cool for a few minutes.